So we're Chris and Katie Ruppert, and we've been married for 9.5 years, going on 10 here. And we have 2 kids. We have Anakin and Emmeline. Anakin is 4 and Emmeline is 1.
When I was younger, I grew up going to church from the time I was born. My dad wanted to teach me about tithing. He thought that was important to him. I would get my $1 for allowance, and then on Sunday, he'd be like, now we give God 10% back, so he'd give me a dime to put in the Sunday school offering. I'm very thankful that that wasn't something that I had to figure out and do. It's always been easy because that's what I grew up with, and that's what I was supposed to do. I did learn along the way about, you know, it being more sacrificial and how it was, why it was important, not just because I'm supposed to. It definitely, we've come a long way since then, but I'm very thankful that I knew growing up that's what God wants, and that's what we're supposed to do.
You know, every time we turn around, you know, God has taken care of us. I transitioned jobs a little over a year ago into a job that I thought was going to be making about the same amount of money, and it was less, and then every month it kind of got less and less in sales. And then in August, they actually let me go with that job. I didn't have a great, you know, backup system. You know, we had maybe a month or 2 to float by. Being off for a week, I'd gone to an interview at a position that was closer to home, and then that following Monday, they actually had me start at that job, so I was out of work for a week. I was very fortunate there. And even at that, like switching to that job, it's again a commission sales position. It takes time to get your people up and to bring, you know, things forward. We were looking at our budget about a month ago and looking ahead and trying to pinpoint where we would be a month out, and it was not looking pretty at all. We'd already gone down to about bare bones, and we had less than half of what we were going to need to make it. You know, I went to work the next day and tried to kind of block it out, because you have to be excited and, you know, happy when you're in front of people all day long on a commission sales position. Halfway through that shift, the management pulled me in and they're like, hey, you know, we want to talk to you about something. And so I go in and there's 3 managers behind a desk, and I'm sitting there like, like, this is a good or bad conversation? Like, should I be expecting something to go wrong here? Like, after what I just dealt with about a month ago, like, and they offered me a position that, you know, would give us the income that we needed to bring us up to the point where, you know, we weren't under anymore.
So you want to talk about God being faithful. Like, this story specifically is just, it's amazing. I can look back and say, wow, God, like you changed my job situation. I got pregnant, I had Emmeline early, and I look back and I see like what God did with all of those circumstances. God, you gave us this job. This was an answer to prayer for him. You know, we look back on getting out of the first job situation, like it wasn't the way we would have wanted. Like, who wants to be let go? But oh, he had something so big planned.